and welcome back to Sibling Science. We are the Sibling Scientists. I am James.
And I'm Tate.
And today we are going to be doing Oobleck. If you did not know, Oobleck is a type of liquid, kind of like slime. But if you hit it really hard or do rough movements with it, it'll turn into a solid. And then right as you start mixing it around again, it'll just turn straight back into a liquid.
The ingredients we will need for Oobleck is cornstarch. Any kind works, but this is what most people have at their house, and that's pretty much it.
Just a store-bought thing. And then we have a tub of water.
And then if you want to make very fancy Oobleck, you will need food coloring. And for this experiment, we are using goggles. If anything splashes into your eyes whenever you're mixing, you'll need goggles. And then gloves. You'll need gloves.
Well, safety, this is a harmless experiment, but we're doing safety first just for the sake of science. Anything could happen, really.
And this will help not stain your hands whenever you're mixing. So first off, you'll need water and cornstarch.
Well, this is, we're going to be adding water first. This is just the way that we're doing it. You totally don't have to do this. You could add the cornstarch first. Anything works. We're adding just a little bit for now. We'll be adding more on throughout the process.
This container is, thank you. This container can work for it. There are different containers you can use that are smaller. You can use this to mix it in, or you can use a vase or something to mix it in. It doesn't really matter. You can use that. But then after we add the water, you're going to want to add the cornstarch.
You can just go ahead and add all of it. We'll add more water. So you can add however much cornstarch you need, and then all you have to do is add more water as the process goes on.
This might get a little messy if you're not careful with the cornstarch, so make sure you have your parents nearby to help you clean up. So then after you add the water, and then the cornstarch, you're going to want to start mixing. It's going to start turning into a goo or a goop.
Just like slime.
So, and it's going to be starting to get hard to mix. So the best way we find it is to use your hands after you start mixing at first to get it all mixed up.
We are using gloves for this. You don't have to use gloves, but we're using gloves just because we're going to be using food coloring later on, and that can stain your hands for a very long time. So I recommend, if you are going to be using food coloring, always use gloves.
So as you can see, it's already become stringy. Here, let me add some more. And if it starts to look a little too watery, if you have more, add more cornstarch. You don't want to add too much water and not enough cornstarch, because that will make it not...
It'll just make it too watery.
Yeah, and it won't work.
Yeah, too watery is bad for Oobleck.
After you mix it, it's gonna look something like, hold on, let me show you. Something like this. Here, let's see if I can show you up close. Let's move this. Something like that. It's gonna be stringy and big plop. So if you're in a smaller area that is contained in this, you can try punching it, and it's just a solid. But if you move it your hands slowly through it, it turns into a liquid and not hard to move your hands through. You can pretty much just play with it now. I would recommend still using a glove to play with it because it still gets a little messy. But now we're gonna add the food coloring to make it look very nice. What color do you want? Green, okay.
Yes.
You can use any food coloring color you want.
But we're just doing green for the sake of our totally non-sponsor, because nobody is sponsoring this video, Nickelodeon with their Nickelodeon slime. Well, that's our inspiration for this.
So, depending on how much Oobleck you have, watch out, you're going to want to put the right amount. You can make it super concentrated, look at that, or you can make it less concentrated. That should be enough for now. If you want to go back and add more, you can always add more. Let me add some more cornstarch. You can keep adding cornstarch or water until you get the right consistency you like. and it feels good.
And just go ahead and add all the rest of the cornstarch because I'll add more water.
Yeah,
Just dump it all.
that's good. Okay. So we're gonna keep mixing until we get the right consistency, and we will come back and show you what it looks like. So we finished mixing, and this is what your final thing should look like. It is, as you can see, it is very goopy and it is falling down. But as soon as you like hit it, it's solid and it won't splash anywhere. Let's see if I can pick up a good clump. As you can see, it just falls out of your hands. But if you start tensing up, it becomes solid. Like, watch this. Let's see if I can get a ball. So, I can make a ball like this. Let's see if I can show you this. So I got a ball, and whenever I stay still, it goes like that. But if I go back, it goes into a ball.
You can also do this by rolling it in your hands to make the circular motion, as some people do whenever they are using clay.
Mm-hmm. And that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and have a good time.
Hello, we found a discovery. While we were experimenting with the Oobleck, we decided to put some more food coloring in. And now the dots of food coloring have started to spread.
As you can see,
Yeah, as you can see,
it goes like that.
it
The ones on the right look like a snowflake, and all the other ones didn't do it that way.
Yeah.
So the blue food coloring looks very dope.
Yes. We had no clue this was about to happen. We were just trying to make a Mexican flag.
And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good day.